Open to the floor now. Please give us your name and your publication when you ask a question. Who has the first question for the drivers today, please?
Khodorawi, motorsport.com. Question to Fernando. Fernando, how realistic is to beat Sauber and finish ahead of them in Constructor Championship here in Abu Dhabi? Do you think it's realistic? Thank you.
I don't know really. I think it's unlikely. I think there are 9 points ahead. I think, and we score points 3 or 4 times this year only. So to score as many as 10 in one race in the final race is a little bit difficult. But I think we will try to do our best. We will try to perform a good weekend. But I think our minds are on next year project, and probably half of the car is on next year parts or next year philosophy as well. So I think we are not too worried about beating Sauber this weekend or not.
Okay, next one, please.
Heikki Kulta, Turun Sanomat. Kimi, guess what? Bahrain P2 was your best result for 2 years. Has it been also the best weekend for you during these times at Ferrari lately?
I mean, the end result was probably best, but it doesn't mean that is somehow a lot better than other weekends. It was the end result. It just looks good. But it's not been easiest few years, but that's how it goes. We improved a lot from last year, but we're still not happy. And when I don't finish 5 races, it's quite a big many races out of however many we've done so far this year. So you don't expect to be very high up and fighting for hardly a lot. So we have to improve, and I'm sure we can still improve it. And next year is a new challenge, and let's see. I'm sure we can do better.
Next one, please. Name and publication, please.
Frédéric Fer, l'équipe. Question to Romain Grosjean. How much are you worried by the delay of the building of your cars?
Which delay? Something we have experienced in the past. We always did manage to put it on track on time. As long as it's ready for FP2, then I'm happy, and we'll try to forget that, as we've shown in I think it was Suzuka and Brazil, where we're a bit late. We did manage to put the car on track and to go for it. It's just harder work for the guys, which don't deserve this, but they are going to do the maximum, and then from there we try to score some good points.
Okay, next one, please. Name and publication, please.
Hi, my name is Joy from Sport 360. My question is for Romain. Romain, this is the first time that you're joining a second new team. I mean, how different is the feeling when you were joining the F1 for the first time, and now after 83 races joining another new team? And can you just give us an idea of the mix of emotions that you have right now? Sense of anticipation for next year, kind of sadness or sorrow, whatever, for leaving the team behind now.
Yeah, I think you did summarize it pretty well. It's sad to leave more than a team. It becomes a family through the years. So that's it's going to be hard to leave the guys. I know they won't be far in the paddock, so that's a good news. On the other hand, there is the really excitement of joining a new team, a new adventure. American Formula One team is going to be, I think, great. Looking forward to it. And going to us is a very different thing. So I came the first time in Formula One as a rookie. Everything to learn. Right now I'm going in a new team, and I'll probably get the experience that we're looking for, and we try to be successful as soon as we can. But yeah, it's quite different. It feels better now than it was the first time. Easier.
Okay, move on. Next one, please.
Dan Knudsen, Auto Action and Speed Sport magazines. Lewis, after your visit to the NASCAR race last week, What did you see there that would be really cool for the fans or the competitors in F1, or perhaps something you saw that said, no way should that come to Formula One?
I don't know. I'd have to really think about that, but there were definitely some things for sure that they do a lot better than us, or whether it's a lot better. But there was things that for sure we could learn from them. It was a great show, a great spectacle, particularly for the fans. A bit like DTM, the fans could get very, very close to the garages and in the background, and to the drivers, and. What else? I mean, otherwise it was a really cool event. I hope I get to do one day.
Okay. Next one.
Hi all, this is Wafa from BN Sports. Kimi, after the second round in Malaysia, Ferrari fans feeling better that maybe this year will be different. What Ferrari can promise the fans about 2016?
Like I said before, we're gonna give our best, and hopefully it's enough to fight for championships. And you know, we keep improving, following our own way, doing the things that we've done from last year to this year, and hopefully then is enough to be where we want to be as a Ferrari. So, but you know, we can promise a lot of things. Is it gonna happen? Who knows? I mean, I really hope for all the guys there and in Ferrari that we will come back strong, but or stronger next year than even this year. But you know, there's no point to make big promises. We're gonna do our best, and then we see.
Okay, next one, please.
Quite another question, gentlemen.
Name and publication, please.
Sorry, Walter Costa, Saarbrücker Zeitung, Germany. Gentlemen, last year Sochi, this year Mexico, next year Baku in Azerbaijan. 3 new tracks in 3 years. Do you are looking forward to a new track, or do you regret not to find back to the eliminated tracks in the past, like Imola, Magny-Cours, Istanbul Park, or Valencia? Question only for the 4 pilots who know these eliminated tracks I mentioned. Perhaps beginning with Fernando, Luis, Kimi, and Roma.
Off you go, Fernando.
Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything for us. You know, going in some of the circuits we race for all our career, like Imola, Magny-Cours, Istanbul. You know, there are nice tracks and there are a nice tradition there, so you enjoy racing in those circuits. When you go to new countries, you know, you open the sport to new people and to new generations. So it's also quite good feeling. We are traveling a little bit more. When I started some years ago, there were 16 races. Now next year they're planned 21, and most of them out of Europe. So definitely it's a little bit more demanding in terms of traveling and preparing the championship. But as I said, you know, it's the direction that the sport choose, and there are the advantage of open Formula One to new countries, and this is also, I think, good news.
Lewis?
There's not really much to add to what he said, but Fernando's right. You know, it's good to go to different countries and to kind of spread the word of Formula One, give them an experience and gain new followers for the sport. Those tracks you mentioned, apart from Imola, were not particularly spectacular tracks anyways, so for sure it'd be good to keep a balance of the real classic circuits rather than just a bunch of new circuits, because the new circuits generally are not as good as the old circuits. They don't carry the same history or heritage, and to keep that, I think it's important that we keep the real close to the heritage of Formula One, which is those old historic circuits. So, yeah.
Kimi, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's always in new places. They look quite similar. They're built by mainly or designed by same guy. So obviously, they're not. I don't say that they're not good, but they are not. they are more same. Yeah, you know. I mean, for sure, I enjoy all the traditional circuits, and you maybe didn't like Mannico. I liked it. Not many people, quiet, you know, easy. It's one of the best places to go. So, but yeah, I like the older. They look a bit more nicer there, and it's a more normal feeling than when we come here, where everything is just put somewhere in the middle of. Okay, in this case, in a quite desert area, but. I prefer there. It's more easy for everybody to go for us, and but, we go where the race is. It's in the end the weekend itself doesn't change. We have the same people is here always, same timetables more or less, and same things happen. So.
Okay, and final thoughts on this from Romain, please.
I think it was really great this year to see that Mexico was very warm welcome for the fans, and it was quite some weekend. I would like to see Manico back on the calendar, because it would be a French Grand Prix. It would be quite unique for me. Paris, traffic is mad. It's not so good.
It's better.
Yeah, well, I would like a French Grand Prix. Then I think Fernando's point is completely right. In an ideal world, you would like to all of them, but it's not possible. So I think we follow the calendar, and we like discovering new places. But going to Silverstone or in Germany or Barcelona is always quite special.
Okay, move on, please. Next question.
Christopher Josephs from Chicane. Question for Romain. Earlier, Fernando spoke of his appreciation for the influence of the Japanese discipline on him and his team. What are you hoping to get from the influence of the Haas team and the American approach on yourself next season?
Well, I think I've been already seduced by their approach, and when I met Gene Haas, trying to pronounce the word properly, it's very hard for a Frenchman. It was, straight away, the spirit was, let's go racing, and I like that. I like the way they took their time, really like the philosophy, discovering more and more about America. Didn't get yet to a NASCAR race. I'm on the back foot on that, but probably go next year. And I think, there is this American spirit with a European base, as the team is going to be in between Italy and Banbury in the UK, and then all the management in the US. So it can be a great mix.
Okay, next one, please.
Graham Cahill from The National. Question for Lewis. You've won here twice before, and you were well on your way to winning in 2012 as well before the car let you down, and you had 2 pole positions as well. So I think it's fair to say you go well here. Just wondering sort of if there's any reason you think on why you go so well here, and what your expectations are for this weekend.
I don't know. There are tracks, I guess, that suit some drivers' styles more than others. Ideally, you would like your style to suit everywhere exactly the same, but there's some that you just happen to just go better at. I don't know. This is a bit like a karting track. There's a lot of late braking and bouncing off curbs, and really having to throw the car around. Works to an aggressive driving style, I guess, a little bit. And yeah, I mean, I've had some great experiences here, even from the first race, of which I was leading, but then I think you won the first race, didn't you? I think Kimi might have won the first race, maybe. Someone won the first race after my car failed, but great experience, and it's always a good finale here. You got some good battles. The weather's always fantastic. Great fans. And for me, this weekend is, I had an amazing year here last year, and I'm here to try and see if I can do something similar.
Okay, next one, please. Any more? Okay, good luck this weekend, gentlemen. Thank you for your time. Full transcript of the press conference available at www.fia.com.